Hello beauties! I have not one Natasha Denona Cranberry palette. I have two Natasha Denona Cranberry palettes. Plus, I have Natasha Denona's gold palette. Why, you may ask, do I have two Natasha Denona Cranberry palettes? Am I a glutton for cranberries? Well, kinda. I love Natasha Denona eyeshadows, okay? And when I saw that Natasha Denona came out with the cranberry palette in the standard version, this is her holiday edition. I'm a very curious creature, and I wanted to be able to compare them and see whether there's a difference or there isn't a difference. Is there a formulaic difference? Is there a color difference? Is there a pigmentation difference? I'm a curious creature. I gotta know. And if I can get more than one Natasha Denona. And on top of it, I want to take one of the cranberry palettes and customize my gold palette because variety is the spice of life. So this is going to be a comparison and a customization of the Natasha Denona palettes. So without further ado, let us get in. Now, I had no idea that Natasha Denona had recently come out with the Cranberry Holiday Edition palette in the white component until I went to Sephora a couple of months ago to spend my gift card. And invariably, when I'm in Sephora, I always make a beeline to Natasha's corner of the woods because I can't resist Natasha. So if there is a Sephora that has a Natasha, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in that aisle. I am going to be looking at things that I already have, seeing what is out, and just having a gaze or a swatch fest. And there I was, and wouldn't you know it, my eyes alighted on this beauty here. What got my attention was it was in now the white component, and on top of that, I noticed the daisy color looked a little pinker and a little brighter. And I know that the other one here is just a titch more lavender. It caught my attention and I decided, what the heck? I have a gift card. I know I want to customize my gold palette. Why not spend the extra coin on the gift card, get an extra one? Now, I probably wouldn't have done it if I didn't have the gift card, but who knows? But anyway, because I am a Natasha Denona fanatic. But anyway, I had a good reason. I had the gift card. I wasn't going to be spending any extra money, and I thought, why not get the extra one and compare the two, and then I can customize my gold palette with one of these and still have the extra component that's still intact. So best of both worlds, called having the pie and eating it too. That is my excuse for having two of these. Natasha is amazing. She is an awesome makeup artist extraordinaire. One of the things I love about her, she likes to get input from her customers and she really does respond to them. I think she's almost like her mother's a chemist, so she likes to kind of tweak things and change things up and invent and discover and bring out new things and new formulas. It's just her makeup. She's an artist in her soul and she loves to respond to her customers. That was another reason why I was very curious about getting these. I had the most amazing opportunity to speak to Natasha Denona's right-wing woman, Kat, in one of the Sephora stores. I just lucked out. I blessed out and banged into her. And so we had a wonderful conversation about Natasha's formulas. I gave her some input on the Sunrise palette. I mentioned it in my Sunrise review video, so you can take a look at that. She said, tell me things. Tell me what you like, what you have a little critiquing about, because Natasha's very, very open to critiques and all the input. And she will respond and change things up. So I did. With that, I was very, very curious about comparing the two because knowing Natasha, sometimes I wish she didn't tweak her formulas, especially her original ones. So if you're hearing this, Natasha, I don't know whether you'd ever watch my videos, but anyway, one has to try and trust and believe. I was very curious because the likelihood is that she might have changed this up a little bit. And so let's get down to the comparing of these. So this is the way they look. The new is on the top and the holiday one is at the bottom. You can tell that the holiday one, if you can see it right now, the two reds in there, how they look hard panned, but the other one, the one on top, does not. The ones that don't change, the ones that remain the same are Botanic, the one here, the orangey gold. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful color. And then this one here, the nude. These remain the same. The other three are different. So we're gonna start with the most simplest one, Daisy. This is what got me started. When I stopped and I saw Daisy in the new component looked pinker. And I loved the old version of it, which is slightly more lavenderier. But swatching it up to this, the new one is definitely a little bit pinker and a little bit lighter, just a titch, almost brighter, because the older one just has a slightly more dusky lavender base to it. Hardly noticeable, but I notice it. These are the culprits. This is Sakura and this is Blossom. These are originally cream to powder formula. This was one of Natasha's newer formulas that start off a cream. It's not like a soft cream, right? It's a firm cream. Their personality is that they don't have fallout. I think that's one of the reasons why she created this cream to powder formula, is because it solves the issue of any fallout. You get it on the eye, you blend it out, it's perfection. They're lovely to work with, but they're not meant for your fingers. And of course, because I do swatches, you can get hard pan very quickly if you're sticking your fingers in there a lot. The new ones are actually creamy mattes. Editing Kim to the rescue. It wouldn't be a video without an oops. And the oops is that it's not creamy mattes that Natasha replaced the new iteration of the Cranberry palette. It is still the cream to powder formula, because Natasha is an artist and a scientist at heart, and she doesn't give up on her formulas. She went back to the drawing board into her labs and she corrected and perfected her cream to powder formulas, and she got it right, and she put it back into the newer iteration of the Cranberry palette. And she was so confident in that formula that she put 10 cream to powder formulas in the new Metropolis 28 pan palette. And these cream to powder formulas come in different finishes. So you get metallics and you get matte. For example, this one is a metallic cream to powder. This is a metallic cream to powder. These two here are matte cream to powders. These two here are matte cream to powders, so on and so forth. She put 10 of them in this one. That is how much confidence she has. Not only that, they perform so much better. They do not hard pan, so she corrected the hard panness of it. They perform to perfection. They have pigmentation. You can control the application. They blend out beautifully, and they don't have fallout. So Natasha perfected this cream to powder formula. She does not give up on her formulas, and that is what is in the new iteration of the Cranberry palette, not a creamy matte. So with that clarification and correction, back to regular programming. So she solved the problem, because the main complaints with these shadows in the cream to powder were that they hard pan like a mofo. Also, that they were too light in application. When you tried to apply it, they came out light. Now this one was meant to be kind of a crease transition color, so I kind of didn't mind that it swatched light and applied light, because I didn't want to come in overly loaded on my eye. The people still didn't like that. And then this one was also light. It looks deep in the pan, but it actually isn't that deep when you apply it. And then the third reason is that these two, even though they look quite different, this one looks a lot deeper toned. When you swatch them, they're almost the same even tone. Not quite, but they swatch so light that this one doesn't get the impact. And also this one, even though it looks actually even a different hue, is very similar in color to Sakura. So it doesn't differentiate, and you do not get the dimension on the eye. It doesn't deepen enough. You're just kind of trying to apply and apply and apply, and you're still not getting the darkness that you want. With that, she corrected on all three fronts. So these ones are more pigmented and they are creamy. It is not a misnomer when she calls it a creamy matte formula. When you touch these, they are smooth as butter and they swatch like butter. And they're pigmented. So you got to make sure when you're going in for your crease color that you kind of tap off a lot because they got some impact. Also, she corrected the color on Blossom. It's more plummy. It's not anywhere similar to this one. It's plummy and it's dark. So you're going to get a great deepening color with this so you can get dimension. Watch the ones that are different so you can see. So as you can see here, the first swatches are always the new palette, the one in the white standard component, okay? So these are always the first swatches. So you can see here that Daisy is a little pinker and a little brighter than Daisy of the gold component, the holiday component. And Daisy here is just a little bit duskier and a little bit more lavender. Oh, this is Sakura, which is this one here. As you can see in the new standard component, the new component, look how more pigmented it is. It's just very, very easy. Look how hard it is to swatch the old component. You can hardly get pigmentation out of it, but it does build. But this one, you're just not gonna have any problems. The last one here is, what's it called again? You won't help me? Blossom! First line is this one in the white component. Look how dark it is, look how pigmented it is compared to it in the old holiday edition. And you can tell that it is a much darker, plummier color than this. This is more cranberry red, and this is like a deep, plummy color. And you can see here, if you see these two stripes, they look very much almost the same. There's not much differentiation and you're just not gonna get much dimension, but here she solved it. So she basically solved these issues that we had with the pigmentation, with the hard panning. You can see here there is no hard panning in this palette anymore. So that's Natasha for you. She really is great at responding to her customers and giving us what we want without sacrificing on her standard. There's nothing standard about Natasha, but without sacrificing her top-notch luxury makeup, and just improves. So there you go. Now we are going to do the customization. We are gonna go in and we're gonna take the new one. We're not gonna take the old one, we're gonna take the new one. The one that has been corrected and improved upon and made that much better. We're gonna put it in here. If you wanna find out which ones I pulled out to give my gold palette a little bit more variety of the spice of life, then let us get in a little closer. Yes, we're all getting a little closer and a little closer. Okay, so now that you've seen the comparison of these two palettes, now let's get into the customization. So we've got my Natasha Denona Gold palette. I'm gonna put this flower here so that it will keep that down. Okay, so then we got this, so oh shoot, I have to get a pin. Now I have a pin, so I'm gonna quickly take these out. Now, we wanna do it in a way that upright so that they don't fall out. So like that, upright. Because these are precious. Next, I'll go through this quicker. forgot to tell you, I'm going to be doing these first floor. I'm not going to put this in because we already have these two colors here, which are just as fine. And there's only 4 shadows in the gold palette that I actually want to take out. So we reach our limit. Oops, see, that's what happens. I didn't want that to happen. So we've got these here. Okay, so how I want to do it is I want to take out, let me just go here. I want to take out this one, this one, this one, and this one. I have no use for this. It's too close to the color of my skin and it's not going to do anything for me. This gold, it's okay, but I find this one more interesting, has a little bit more glitter and texture to it. I can overlay it with this or with this and make this become a little lighter and brighter and even more impactful. So this one I want to keep. And then I'm going to take out this one. This was a hard choice because I was trying to figure out whether to take this one or this one out. This is very close to my skin color, but it can deepen up and it's more neutral than this one. This one is as warm as this one. They're very slight variations. This is an obvious variation. This is an obvious variation. 1, 2, I'm taking out this one because if I'm keeping in this one, I don't really need this transition. And I'm going to take out this one because it is warmer than this. I had a fight between these two, but I decided I'm going to keep this one in because it does kind of deepen a bit and will show up and will be a nice neutral color in my crease. So, and then I've got this very, very warm one. I've got this mid-tone one I'm taking out, and I'm going to be taking out this one. Did I say that right? This one, this one, this one, and this. That's right. I got it. I'm there. So I'm going to take out this one because it's warm, slightly deeper than this, but I don't really need it when I got this, this, and this. I'm fine. So this is what I'm going to do. And if I ever change my mind, I can always change my mind because I'm going to be putting them in this palette. And if I decide that's not working for me, I can switch it out. Now, the thing is, this is the part that isn't always as simple. I'm going to go in a little closer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to put this one. I'm going to actually keep it to the, I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to put this one here. And I'm putting the Sakura there, okay? So let's just put them over on the sides. I'm going to put this one over here, and I'm going to put this one over here. So I hope you guys can see that. I'm going to push this up a bit. Just wanted you guys to see that. Now I'm going to be using my Inglot magnet. It's a strong magnet, and the only thing is when I try to take these things out, sometimes what happens is that it mashes it's kind of aggressive, and if you don't have the technique down, and I don't have the technique down yet, it can dent the shadows. That's my frustration with it. So here we go, and especially when I'm viewing it through the monitor here. So there we go. Now let's see whether I can not dent there. So first one down. And here we go. Boom. In it goes. So far, so good. Let's do the next one. There we go. Got it. No dent. And maybe I should have cleaned the edges, but whatever. In goes that one. Here we go. We did it. Okay, so what is the next one that I'm taking out? I'm taking out this one here. See? Look at that. I think this one's a little... See how it dents it? That's what I don't like. Okay, so let me just see what I can clean it off. I don't like that. If anybody knows a better way to clean these kind of material type components, let me know, because they kind of get rubbed in as you're cleaning it, the pigment. So there, we got that one. Okay, let's see whether I can get this out right, because I really don't want to hurt it. I don't. Okay, so here, okay. I think I still did. Does it hurt? Does it hurt? Looks okay. So this is the one we're putting in it. Oh, I love this one. I love Daisy. Oh my gosh, Daisy is so beautiful. There we go. I have customized my gold palette so that it has more variety. I find that the gold palette was a little too much of a two-trick pony, if you know what I mean. I just found it was just still going to give you golds, greens, browns, and I wanted something that could mix with them, and cranberries and golds go together, cranberries, golds, and greens go together, and I wanted something that was going to allow for the sophisticated looks of the golds and the browns and the greens together and the kind of glitters over here, and a more casual look pairing these golds with the more pinky, cranberry, goldy orange, and cranberry colors. I think it makes a good, gives you way more options and way more variety and looks, and I can kind of tone it down and bring it to more of an everyday, and then I can go evening wear with the other colors. That was, I forgot to explain what was on my eyes today. These colors I noticed do tend to go a little bit more, instead of being more cranberry red, they do kind of go a little bit more plummy purple on my eyes for some reason. But anyway, so this, I'm really happy that I did this because it's going to offer me way more options. I can casual it down better, and I love these colors. I love like Daisy in this. That's what I was wearing on my eye, actually Daisy Inline Chrome. I love these two together, Daisy and this, Daisy and this. Oh my god, look at this in these colors. So I'm really happy that I did this, and that's what you can do with Natasha Denona's eyeshadows because they are all magnetized. These ones are a bit harder to get the pans out of because they're super fitted. Her new components all have the push pins at the back right here, so it's a lot easier to pull out. It would be really nice if she made these components the same way where you can push pin them out. Obviously it is a different design, so it would be a bit harder, but nonetheless, if you get one of these inglots, it's easy peasy to do. If you know a better technique in getting them out where I don't hit the shadows at the same time, let me know. Otherwise, I'm super happy with what I did. You guys ever did that? Taking your Natasha Denona's and customized them? If you did, let me know. I don't know, show me on Instagram. Let me know what you did with your customization with Natasha Denona's palette. It would be kind of cool if Pat McGrath did the same thing, to be honest. I hope you enjoyed this customization. If you did, give me a thumbs up, like, and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with all my videos. And just remember, rock your own kind of amazing beauty and keep on going and keep on glowing. I will. Bye.